A bathroom can look beautiful on turnover day and still develop leaks, musty smells, or dark grout several months later. The problems may begin below the tiles, around the pipe opening, beside the floor drain, or inside the cabinet where nobody notices the moisture. By the time a water stain appears on the ceiling below, locating the source may require removing already finished surfaces. Hi, I'm Architect Pia. In this video, I'll show you 5 bathroom mistakes that can lead to leaks and mold, plus the areas you should inspect before the bathroom is finished. Watch till the end because the final mistake often stays hidden because the plumbing looks clean from the outside. Imagine a family moving into a newly completed 2-story house. At first, the bathroom appears fine, but after several months, the water remains near the doorway after every shower. The vanity cabinet starts to swell at the bottom. A musty smell develops and a faint stain appears on the ceiling below the bathroom. Several small issues may be contributing to the same problem. Water is not reaching the drain properly. Shower spray reaches the areas that always stay damp. A waterproofing detail may have been missed. The moist air remains inside the room. Concealed plumbing connection may be leaking. So let's examine each area. Mistake 1. The floor and drain do not work together. The first mistake happens when the floor slope and drain position do not guide water to the same direction. A floor drain can be present while puddles still form in the corners, beside the toilet, or near the bathroom door. Imagine someone taking a shower before leaving for work. After bathing, the water remains beside the toilet and near the doorway. This person needs to use a floor wiper every morning because the puddle does not reach the drain. And that inconvenience becomes part of the daily routine. The drain position should respond to where most of the water comes from. And the floor also needs a consistent path toward that same drain. Small low spots can trap water even when most of the floor appears to be properly sloped. During construction and during bathroom tile installation, make sure to do the marble test. The marble test is used to check if a newly installed bathroom floor is properly sloped for drainage by scattering marbles on the floor to check if gravity pulls all those marbles toward the drain. These tests will reveal spots where water can pool. The size and layout can also affect how neatly the finished surface follows the required slope, especially around the drain. The finished floor should be checked with actual water before the bathroom is turned over because bathrooms should be waterproof before installing tiles, especially if nasa upper floors ang bathroom. Then watch where the water travels. Look for areas that stay wet. Pay attention to the doorway and adjacent flooring. A bathroom floor that requires constant wiping needs a closer look. Waterproofing details are incomplete. Waterproofing works as a complete system across the floor, corners, wall junction, drains, and pipe penetrations. A missed detail in any of those areas can create path for moisture behind the tiles. Consider a bathroom where the tiles and grout still appear intact. Water slowly enters through a weak detail around a shower pipe, floor junction, or drain connection. The leak becomes visible later as a stain on the ceiling below. Then the tile surface hides the source. Several areas may need to be checked before the leak is located. Corners and wall-to-floor junctions deserve careful attention. Pipe openings interrupt the waterproofed surface. The drain also needs a secure connection to the surrounding system. These details should be inspected before tiles cover them. A water retention or flood test can help reveal problems while the waterproofing is still accessible. The testing method and duration should follow the approved project specification and product requirements. Always ask which parts of the bathroom were waterproof, which parts were not. Find out how the corners, drains, wall junctions, and pipe penetrations were treated. Confirm whether the system was tested tested before tiling. The tiles provide a visible finish, but moisture protection depends heavily on the work underneath them. Mistake 3. The wet and dry areas are poorly arranged. The third mistake appears when shower water regularly reaches the doorway, vanity, storage, toilet paper, or electrical fixtures. The bathroom may have enough floor area, while the wet and dry activities are poorly arranged. Picture a vanity cabinet arranged beside an open shower. Every bath leaves droplets on the cabinet door and water around its base. The surface gets wiped occasionally, but moisture continues reaching the same joints and edges. Then after several months, the cabinet finish begins to lift or swell. Shower spray should be considered when placing the vanity, toilet, storage, door, and electrical fixtures. A screen or curtain also needs enough space to work properly. In some layouts, water crosses a large portion of the room before reaching the drain. Cabinets and door frames along that path receive repeated moisture. Compact bathrooms require careful planning because every fixture sits close to the shower area. That's why during design, identify the zone that receives direct water. Then check which areas should remain relatively dry. Review the shower direction, screen position, doorway, vanity, and drain together. Moist air has no clear way out. Leaks are only part of the moisture problem. Warm showers release humidity inside the room. When that moisture stays inside, you'll notice that mirrors remain fogged, towels dry slowly, and mold may develop around the grout, the ceilings, the sealants, and the cabinets. Imagine a bathroom used by several family members every morning. The mirror stays fogged long after the final shower. Towels remain damp until the evening. Dark spots slowly appear near the ceiling and around the silicone joints. Cleaning removes the visible marks temporarily, but the moisture pattern continues every day. Windows can support airflow when their size, location, and use allow it. Some bathroom windows remain closed because of privacy, rain, insects, or security concerns. So an exhaust fan may be needed to move moist air out of the room. But check where the exhaust air is actually discharged. The air needs a clear path away from the bathroom. Damp towels and bath mats also release moisture as they dry. Observe how long the room stays humid after a shower. Look at the mirror, ceiling, grout, and cabinet surfaces. Check whether fresh air can come in, whether moist air can leave, and where you can hang your moist towels. Persistent condensation requires attention. Mistake 5. Plumbing connections are difficult to inspect. The fifth mistake happens when plumbing connections and valves are packed into locations that are difficult to see, reach, or maintain. A slow drip may continue behind a cabinet, below a sink, or inside a concealed wall before anyone notices it. Picture a small leak under a vanity sink. The water lands behind stored cleaning products, so nobody sees it during daily use. The cabinets absorb the moisture, a musty smell develops, and the bottom panel starts to swell before the family discovers the source. Sink traps, flexible connections, and valves should remain always inspectable. Concealed plumbing may need access at specific service points, depending on the fixture and layout. Cabinet interior should also be checked for staining, dampness, or corrosion. Homeowners need to know where the water shut-off points are located. During an emergency, easy access can limit the amount of water released into the room. Before turnover, open the vanity cabinet and inspect the visible connections. Ask where the valves are located, which concealed components may need future access, and how the water can be shut off. A small drip is easier to address when the connection remains visible and reachable. Let's return to the family from the beginning. The floor slope is corrected so water reaches the drain. The waterproofing details are inspected before before tiling. The shower area is separated from the vanity and the doorway. Moist air has a clear exit. The plumbing connections remain accessible for inspection. Each decision addresses a different form of moisture. Surface water needs a clear path to the drain. Hidden moisture needs continuous waterproofing system. Humidity needs ventilation, and plumbing connection needs to remain inspectable. Before accepting a completed bathroom, check more than the tiles and the fixtures. Run water across the floor and observe where it collects. Inspect the corners, pipe openings, drain connections, and shower area before those details are covered, whenever site access allows. Check whether the vanity and doorway stay away from regular shower spray. Observe how quickly steam and condensation leave the room. Open the cabinets and inspect the plumbing connections. These checks can reveal problems while the team still has a chance to address them. If you're still aligning your project size, finish level, timeline, and budget, the build cost readiness check I built can help you establish a clear starting point before major design and construction decisions are finalized. You can find the details through the link in the description below. Leave a comment with the bathroom problem you worry about the most. Leaks ba, mold, poor drainage, ventilation, or difficult maintenance? Don't forget to like and subscribe for more practical guidance before building. See you in my next videos.
Before you spend millions, find out if you're really ready. Take the build cost readiness check for free.